Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over Court of Foxes. High, mid, low, pure 500 on stream attempted, and deathless. It's a cool one because we have this on the weekend as well. That doesn't happen very often, and it's happening this week, so you can get the teams now, and you'll have them for early Friday if you want. I'll try to do different teams today I'll try to do different teams for both, because I do a stream Friday. I do a stream today. For the high, mid, and low at least, I'll do different teams. For the deathless and the pure, there's one team that works the best. I'm probably, So, I'll do pure today, and maybe this weekend I don't do it, because it depends how it goes, I guess. But, yeah, it's also my birthday. So I'm setting up the stream here. Let's run an auto battle while it gets going, while I get it going. Trials. 225, 2 battle, just for something to watch while I do this. Upload thumbnail. Cranky old man chasing somebody off his lawn. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me set it up here. Gems of War Live, done. I should probably put on the Delph list as well. I'm thinking about doing a new account playthrough, like, pretty soon. Like, I've been talking about it for a while, but I think it's happening. I want to do it. I'm just, like, the only thing holding me back is wanting to accomplish things on my main account still. Gems of War, Delve. Gems of War. Court of Foxes. Pure. Gems of War. Whoops. Gems of War. Gems of War Faction? Gems of War Underworld? I don't know. Alright, that's good enough. I don't care. Save it! Okay, and while that's loading, I'll jump into the chat, see if anybody's here yet. Live, see if I can find my own stream. Refresh. My phone's like dead. Kinda sucks. I can't find my own stream. Come on. There it is. Started a little bit later today. I don't know. I was running errands this morning and stuff like that. So I wanted to put up the reminder for at least a little bit. Grabs us here. Mark's here. Hey, Mark, you too, man. It's Mark's birthday too, right? Yandy, Welsh, Mr. Alien, Sauna, Brian Walker. Thank you. Brian with the 23 months. Thanks for the continued support, man. Alright, am I ready? Let's see. Do I have everything? I have the title. I have the thumbnail. I put it on playlist. No, I'm not AI. I gotta put this, copy this, paste it. Should have put Mark in the title. Mark's birthday, too. Got the same birthday, ain't that crazy? A lot of people I know have August. Like IRL. Who is it? Like, my mom is August. My stepdad is August. I'm August, obviously. My stepdad's mom is August. Mark's August. I just know, like, a lot of people that have birthday in August, like, around the same time as me. One of my friends might have, I don't know. Lots of people. Then summer. Some of you getting cuddling up in the winter or something. Don't think too much about it, though. Alright. Gems of War's the game. Okay. Alright, I'm about ready. Chat with a 10, thank you so much. Happy beer day, yeah. Let's go. Got me some new shoes. I'll probably have some Chinese food today. That's my favorite. Kinda, yeah. I like Chinese, Mexican. It's my favorite food. So I'll probably just get something for dinner. That's what I do with, like, anybody else's birthday. Like, hey, what's your favorite? I'll get it. Favorite dessert, favorite dinner. Get them a present. It's usually what I do. Well, that's what they'll probably do for me. Alright. I'm trying to find my stream on my phone just in case my chat crashes. And I like to see how hard it is to find. Alright. Thanks, Chad. If y'all make it up to my birthday, I'll tell you how old I am at the end of the stream. I'll type it in the chat if y'all make it to it. You got 10 on the board right now. If you get it to it or above it, I'll tell you. I'll put it in the chat at the very end of the stream if you want to know exactly how old I am. That'll be the deal. Alright. So, let's get out of here. And retreat. We'll get to Quarter Foxes. You're having Chinese? Dude, me and Mark, we're like, you know, he's my doppelganger or something. Or I'm his. Where's Anita? We need Anita here to make the cake for us. Come on. Come on. Did I miss anybody? Grabs Mark, Yandy, Welsh, Brian. Got Mark, Sana, Chad. Alright. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have some Chinese. That's what I'm gonna pick if, yeah. I usually get combination. I'm like a simple dude. I'll get like combination rice or something. Like, I like the, well, I don't know the names of everything. Like the crab ragoon. That's good. I like any kind of fried rice for real, but I get combination because it has all of it. And then I like soy sauce a lot. So I put like too much of that on there. I only eat it every once in a while, so I pretty much go all out when I get it. Like some sort of fried rice, some sort of soy sauce, of course, and then I like the crab ragoon or whatever it's called. Wontons are good. The kids like the chicken, like the... I don't know. They don't necessarily like the sauce, all of them, but we get the chicken and then they put the sauce on it if they want to or whatever. And some rice. That's what we get. Pretty simple. I like the, I like when you go to, like, the buffet, like the lunch buffet, and you can, like, because I like a lot of it, but I always have trouble picking, so I usually just get fried rice because I barely ever get it. But when I go to, like, a buffet, I'm getting, like, all kinds of different stuff, so I like a lot of it. Alright, let's get rid of these blinkies. I don't like them. Get them out of here. Quit blinking in my face. Some medals. So another place I get medals. You wonder, where does he get medals? He doesn't do explore at all. Well, my guild. Lots of medals from that. Events give you some medals. And then offers. I buy offers. That's how I get all my medals. At least right now. And I have no good offers today. Let's get rid of these. Okay, we got gems. Gold gems. That's a good one. I'll do that. And campaign, for no reason, is blinking once again. Okay, so we got Quarter Foxes. Quarter Foxes today, Quarter Foxes this weekend. So you can use any team that I show you today. You can just use it Friday. And then, like I said, for the high, mid, and low, because today I'll just do the easy teams. And then Friday I'll make sure to not do whatever I do for high. I'll do something completely different. Mid, different. Low, different. So I'll do the easy ones today, and then I'll mix it up on Friday, probably. Alright, over-explain it. Over-explain it. Most people today are trying to do it for free. You don't spend anything. You go to level 90. You do every room. You get all rewards. It's super fast. You get tons of stuff. It's really worth it. I promise you. Whether you're on 500 or not, doesn't matter. Do it. I promise. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's bang for your buck. Your time is being spent wisely. I'm going to get 200,000 plus gold, probably. The least I've ever gotten is 185,000. The most I've ever gotten is 300,000. And that's the range you could get today. If you have your horde level, you know, make sure you have your quality on 10. Do every room. Treasure multiplier order, maybe. Don't even really have to. But I've never got less than, like, very close to 200,000 for a Tuesday faction event. 200 gold. Plus everything else. The orbs. All these rewards right here. Rewards for every room, rewards for every layer, 200,000 gold. It's totally worth it. So, and you do it for free. You get it for free. You don't have to spend anything. Every once in a while you have to do the 30 gems to finish it off, but it's worth it to get that last Chaos Orb to finish it off. If you don't have the weapon, buy up to the weapon, of course. The best time to be doing it. It's not an amazing weapon, but it's when you get it, right now. Because you're going to get this. It'll help you get through the event. You'll go further. It's a good time to buy the weapon. If you're doing Pure 500, I would totally not recommend doing it today because you could just do it this weekend. So I doubt anybody out there is doing it today because the smart move would be to just wait till Friday when you have more potions, more stats, more turns, you're more powerful, more rewards. Like, it's smarter to do it this weekend, but I'll still do it today. That way, if you're doing Pure, you can get started on it Friday or whatever. So I'll show you teams in the underworld, so I'm not wasting sigils and stuff. Port of Fox is right here. We'll see, I don't know, let's do high, mid, low first, I guess. Of course I got my Pure Faction team up here, I could have done that. Phantom Fox, Foxfire King, Court Herald, I guess that's what I used. Phantom Fox is like the only decent mana generator. Mark with the 5, Brian with the 5, thank you so much. Like I said, if y'all get to it, I'll let you know. I'll type it. Thank you, man. Dudes. Heart, running out there. Birthday train, Marilyn Monroe. Pulling up her skirt for us. I don't know. Blowing in the wind, whatever it is. Jets is here, thank you. Yeah, you'll see, Chad. I don't know. Grabza says, I need help with one thing. I have Tesla. I have Holy Saint Astra. What would be good third slot if I don't have second Tesla? Also, what weapons and classes go well with it? Okay, I'll make a Tesla team. You don't know why it did $4.99? I don't know. YouTube silly. Mark's giving me a present on his birthday. Come on. You're done with the Court of Foxes on your main? Good job. So, this will be our mana generator most likely. We'll do this team in a minute. This is a really good troop. And Court Herald, why'd I do this? Choose one, deal damage to an enemy, and summon? So a summon for us. So a mana generator, damage dealer, and summon. That's probably why I did that. But we'll have to remember that for later, because I don't want to do it on 50, I want to do it on 100. We'll do high, mid, and low. We'll do a Tesla team for, whoever asked there, sorry, Grabzas. Let's do a Tesla team first for Grabzas. With one Tesla. Base rarity. Tesla. Oh, you know what I would do? Do you have Ruby Weapon? Do you have Ruby Weapon, Grabzas? That goes good with Tesla. Alright, we got red, we got green. So Tesla, I'll start with the stuff you have. Should have grabbed Holy Saint Astra. Okay, Tesla. Holy. No Ruby yet? Okay, no big deal. Alright, so we got Tesla and we got Ruby. We got green, we got red. I would say Leprechaun. I think it's an ultra rare, right? Yeah, you could just go all in on the Tesla, just get it up and you could do another damage dealer if you want. You could use your weapon for mana generation. Since you don't have Ruby Weapon, maybe we use the weapon. Alright, let me see. I could do human. Do you have, depends, what you got. Well, you could type in human. Apply filter. You got Mortal Chain. You got Orpheus's Verse. Do you have this one? This one's okay. You could do something like that. If you have it. If you don't have it, any explodey weapon's fine, like Mountain Crusher, Essence of Evil, Reflection of Good, Obsidian Librum. You have the Mortal Chain. I think I like, actually, Obsidian Librum better, because it doesn't use red. So just any explodey weapon. We'll try to use a, another troop with Tesla. Ooh, I know. You know what? I think I would... I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think. I like Leprechaun for mana generation always. And then I would use Ruby Weapon. If you had Ruby Weapon, I would say Ruby Weapon, Tesla. Probably Tesla first. I don't know. But Leprechaun, Holy Saint Astra, Ruby Weapon, Tesla would be good. But you don't have Ruby Weapon. You don't have two Teslas. So you either... I would try to use my weapon for mana generation because I could probably find a true damage to go with Tesla. So whatever you got for mana generation, like Obsidian Libram, for example. If you don't have Obsidian Libram, just use um, Mountain Crusher, Flexion of Good, or something. So now I just need another damage dealer that does true damage or something. We got green, we got red. Could do like Queen Beatrix. Sure you have that. Just anything that hits all enemies and does true damage. Because you already got your weapon and a 50% start for Tesla. Tesla's going to do most of the work. You could do Ember Claw. Does true damage. It would help in multiple ways. You could do Ember Claw. Give you a few options. Ember Claw, Queen Beatrix. Venoxia even. Because Venoxia does blue. Venoxia. Even Foxfire King would be okay here. So any of those. You got your weapon getting up the team. You got Holy Saint Astra, 50% starting Tesla. And then you just add like another true damage. Like Venoxia or something. If you don't have Venoxia, do Queen Beatrix. Then I would put Tesla maybe like that. Because she's going to be the main one doing the killing. This is just her backup. So this will 50% start Tesla. This throws up green and blue. So blue for Tesla, green for itself. And this is using purple and brown, so it's not blocking Tesla. It could summon, but we're mostly just using it for mana generation. So if you want to use a different Explodey. Tyrion with the 5. No Ruby yet. Alright, Chad, we'll see you, man. Tyrion with the 5. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're out there. We were at the gas station, and we were like putting the brakes on. I was trying to go in reverse like a crazy maniac. I had it in, like I had it in the wrong gear, and I was like hitting the gas, and then you guys were like, no, no, no. He pulled the e-brake, and we're still there. Like, no, we need to go back in. We got to get a big gulp. Come on, got to get a 12-pack, a big gulp. Our scratchers, our fireworks, our tidy whities, brewskis, smokes. We forgot them. We got to go back in. So leave the music on. Everybody get out. Doors open. Windows down. Car on. Going inside. Parking lot DJ. Buying all the cool stuff. And we're probably going to take off. We're going to the zoo. The Broke Zoo. Alright. Let's do banner first. So we got purple. 2 things are purple. So we'll start there. What do we not have? We got purple, brown, blue, red, green. So yellow wouldn't be bad because we're not going to... Like, we don't want to get Holy Saint Astra up. She's just there for 50% start. So we could do this. Pretty good. It'll get Tesla up. It'll get the book up. Those are the main things. Banner, or class, sorry. Class, I would say Archmagus, maybe? Let me go through this, make sure it's perfect. All purple allies gain 2 armor. Sure. We're not using a mace. Let's Dark Hunger, 20%. Let's just do this one. Mana source, sure, right? Relic, Giant, Doomstorm. I don't really want a Doomstorm. So it doesn't matter. Bonus purple, sure. Mystic, Elemental. Okay. Main thing is the extra purple that we're getting. So this is a mid team for Grabses. Hopefully you have all that stuff. Okay, you don't have Obsidian Libram. That was like a... Isn't that a faction weapon? Like Nexus, Obsidian Depths, maybe? Yeah, it summons an Obsidian Depths troop. So if you don't have that, okay, let's, do you have Venoxia? can change the team again. Just, dude, you have Reflection of Good? That'd be okay. I'll keep changing it until you have everything. Be a good example of whether people have it or not. And we can still do the same banner. Do you have Reflection of Good? You could use Thrall, true. Could use Thrall. I just, for... If you want to level a class, use your hero, though. But yeah, you could use Thrall. Yeah, that's good. Reflection of Good. Alright, we'll do this team. Grabs has asked for a team that only had one Tesla, no Ruby Weapon, no double Tesla. And this is what I came up with. I like Vinoxia, and it goes well with it. True damage to all enemies, green and blue. Green here, blue here. You know, this is fine. But if I had access to everything, I would do Ruby Weapon here. Probably put Tesla on top. I'd probably put maybe Thrall. Yeah, maybe Thrall. Ruby Weapon, Tesla, Holy Saint Astra would be the team if you had everything. Something like that. You could use Leprechaun too. In place of one of those things. And let's see how it goes. Should be okay. See Tesla getting up super fast, super easy. You're gonna have... most likely you have the Explode Potion, the Enchant Potion. She's 50% started. Your banner goes with her. It's gonna get her up a lot of the time. And if not, you got Thrall or Leprechaun or Weapon or something to get her all the way there. I'm just gonna go straight across. Of course, you're gonna do every single room. I'm just showing teams. So don't do exactly how I do it. Choose the team and do it right. Do we have any extra turns? No. She's getting up next turn either way. So it don't really matter. It's good you have Tesla. Tesla's awesome. And Holy Saint Astra. Should be using that for a lot of stuff going forward. Alright, we can probably just get her up like this. Dang, all dead. So here's your first team, mid-team, variation of a Tesla team. So use Tesla if you got it. Alright, let's do high level now. See what's the best for high level. We got green, we got red. Always Chrysantherax if you got it, if you can. Green and red. What's that? Miraji Queen. The Miraji. The Miraji. It's a good start. And what's the best thing? Caffrey, we can't use Caffrey, right? Caffrey is like purple, brown, and yellow. We could use the new Goblin dude. Or Emberclaw. Wonder who's better. Like, is Emberclaw or... Like, if we... I'd love to put, like, Takshaka, Emberclaw, and the new Goblin dude up against each other. See who gets them up the easiest. Let's try this. Banner, we got a bunch of red. We got a bunch of green, of course. And yellow's fine. Class doesn't matter. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, Classic! Elon Musk's favorite team, right? Teslas are $100,000 glorified golf carts with a crap laptop on the dash. To get Ruby Weapon, you need to pray on Vault Weekend. You need to pay attention to the weapons in the Soul Forge. So, you can always, you know, backwards, you know, go backwards. Like, look at the Ruby Weapon in your Soul Forge, see what it needs, what you need to craft it, and then keep your eye out for those weapons. Those weapons will come around when it's time for their Kingdom Week. Then they'll be in the Soul Forge. You got to craft all the weapons. It's like Captain Planet. Heart, wind, water, earth. They're powered combined. Makes Captain Planet. You got to get the weapons that make up Ruby Weapon. But if you need the souls, yeah, you know, best time to do that would be Vault. The main thing people are missing, the reason most people don't have Ruby Weapon is like they're missing one of the weapons that they need to craft it. Oh, is Thrall black? Oh, okay, no Thrall. You could use Bog Strider then. Yeah, we're green-red, so no Thrall. You're right. Somebody said Thrall in the chat. Anytime you can, though, Thrall is good. Bog Strider would be the stand-in for Thrall. Or Marilith. You got lots of options here. Bog Strider, Marilith, Leprechaun, Holy Saint Astra. They'll all get up Tesla. Easiest one to get's probably Bog Strider. Next easiest be Leprechaun. Bog Strider's just a common. Marilith's not bad either to get. But that would be high level team right there. It worked for me, so I'll stamp it. I'll approve it. If you want to, you could use Ember Claws. You could do Ruby Weapon, triple Ember Claw. Maybe I'll do that Friday. But this would be the Chrysantherax team, I think. Definitely Chrysantherax Miraji Queen. This guy, you know. He's doing the Kafru. He's doing the Takshaka. He's doing the Ember Claw. He's doing that. Alright, low level team. What can we do? Red and green. You can do Balder. You can do Gargoyle. You can do Rowan. Epic and Under. Does anybody want to see one of those in particular? I think Balder or Gargoyle will work the best, because, I mean, if you have Rowan with Miraji Queen and Leprechaun, you could do that. You guys seem to like Balder. We'll do that. Just do a blue weapon. Any blue. Flo Savin is here. You don't put the thumb in the birthday cake, you don't get any birthday wishes. Smash that like if you love cake. Let's go. Morning, Funky Town. Thank you. So you got Vinoxia and Tesla. That's awesome. Yoke, thanks, man. If I didn't say it already. Deliver me a birthday card. Yoke. I usually do Osha's Tome. It's the easiest one to think of that's blue that mana generates. For triple Balder team. This is no mythic, no legendary team. We'll do a different low level team on Friday. So if you don't have Balder, you know, Rowan, Gargoyles, do something like that. Banner, we got all blue. I usually do blue-yellow, believe it or not. That's probably fine. Class, you do Titan, so you can 50% start your whole team. To turn off your Brown Storm. You don't have to, but because you could still get a like barrier. You don't have to turn it off. Like there's nothing else anyway. Might as well leave it. I mean, it just gives you more skulls in blue and yellow and red. So I think I do turn it off, but it can become enraged. That'd be cool. That'll make us hit harder when we're doing the skulls from Balder. Alright, so here's your low-level team. Let's run it. Not much, Flo. What's going on with you? It's the day that I was born. Which I was very lucky to be born, by the way. My mom was really young. I always think about that. Like, dang, I probably shouldn't be here. But I am. She was the first one to say happy birthday today, too. Mama. Alright, so after this, we'll do pure 500. We'll attempt it at least. We already have the team, because it was still there from last time. Oh, let's see, we'll get some yellow. Pull up the board. Bunch of skulls, extra turns. Bunch of skulls, extra turns, damage. Bunch of skulls. Submerge can't save you, Leviathan. Go back in the water and hide. Can't save you. Submerge. Thanks, Crow. Yeah, it's my birthday, Flo. August 19th. I probably could have took skulls there, but still worked out. This team's fun, and it's not slow, and it usually doesn't backfire because you get so many extra turns. And every time you get the extra turn, you get up the next boulder, it seems like. So you just cast it again, get another extra turn, bunch of skulls. If you get hit, you'll get hit like once. You know what I mean? It's not going to be too bad. I don't know if I would take this team to 500, but for today, to go to level 90, this will definitely work. I might even just use it. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to buy more turns so I can show y'all some pure faction and deathless. Okay, level 500. Let's go. We're doing it. Level 500. We only have to do 3 rooms. It's good. It's a good first thing to look at. How many rooms do we got to do? We should go straight across. Anytime you're doing something like pure or deathless, you just go straight to the boss. Don't worry about doing every single room. You know, you're not normally going to be doing pure on level 20 during the event, right? You might be doing pure when you got all rewards, you're done with the event, and you have sigils left over. That's when you would do pure. Or you might lock in a pure at level 100 or 300 or 400 or something like that. But you don't have to do your pure faction team the entire time. You don't got to do it on 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's why you don't need to do every single room. You get all rewards first, and then you would do pure. Or you're working on it slowly every day, and you work your way up to 500 and do it. But you don't have to like do your pure or your deathless while you're working on getting all rewards for the event. Just do your fastest, best team. And then like when you're done getting all rewards, you know, go for a pure, go for a deathless with like your extra turns. Usually what happens. Or you're specifically focused on going to 500 and you buy tons of sigils, tons of stuff in the shop, but you never, like, I'm not starting with my pure team, right? I'm use like Chrysantherax or Tesla or something. Get to like 300, 400 first at least. Usually 500, but you could lock one in at 300 or 400 if you want to like start practicing, or you want to just get some points in case it's super hard. So once you get to 500, it's like now you got to do it or you don't get points. So sometimes you lock one in at 300 or 400. For 1, you'll get 300 points. For 2, you can start practicing and see if you like your team or not. And, you know, and just in case it's super hard and you, like, can't beat it, you don't want to just have a 50. You want to have, like, a 300 or a 400. Plus, it might give you a copy of the pet, which will then give you more stats, a little bit. Which is helpful, kind of. I never really do it like that, but some people mention that. They're like, you know, if you do a pure on, I think it's like 300 something, you can get a copy of the pet. If you got everything else, you know, a horde level on 100, your level, your deathless. I think if you do a pure on like 300 something, you get a copy of the pet because you'll have enough renown. And then that pet can give you a little bit of stats for your pure team, which makes your pure team stronger for when you do it on 500. But I don't. I usually just go to 500 then start trying it because I know I'm going to be able to beat it. But if you're not sure, you can lock one in on 300, 400, even 200. Start playing with your team, see if you like it or not, you know, tweaking it for the next time. If you beat it on 300, you get 300 points. And then if you beat it on 400, you get 400 points. You don't get 700 points. So it just replaces. It's like you never did the 300. So you only got to do it on 500 and that's it. So you could just go all the way to 500 and then do pure. And you only have to do it once. But, you know, just to lock it in, just to practice, you could do it on 300, get 300 points, and then do it on 400. Now you got 400, 300 goes away. Then you go do it on 500, the 400 goes away. Now you got 500. Some people get confused and they think you got to do pure on everything all the way through. But you really only have to do it once on 500. Alright, so let's do it. Court of Foxes. And I'll probably use the team that you saw. We don't have a 5th troop yet. That's another reason to wait till the weekend. Maybe the 5th troop is good. You have more turns, you got more days, you got more stats, and you have a 5th troop. So don't be doing it today. Do it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But let's go with Phantom Fox, Foxfire, Court Herald. That's what seemed to work for me. And then banner, you can always just look for the Court of Foxes banner if you want. You don't want to think about it too hard. Double red, green, that looks good. And class doesn't matter because we're not using our hero. Could look at our medals though. So we're going to be exploding, and then we're going to be doing true damage to all. And then we're going to have a summon in our back pocket. I might just go Nisha's all the way. You could either do Nisha all the way or Orpheus all the way. Depends what you're fighting. I don't think we have too much to worry about with them doing any kind of status effects, right? So, yeah, we'll just do Nisha. Let's try it, man. We're on 500. This is a pure faction team, using only troops from Court of Foxes. One of the hardest things to do in the game. See if I can do it. Alex! How old am I? I'll let you know at the end of this. We'll see. I said if y'all make it to it, I'll post it. I've never said my exact age on here. I'm getting to the point where I don't really care, though, so I would post it if y'all get to it. $75, you're right. Dang, you got it right on, dude. Right on. And I had old man birthday stream in the title, but then I was like, dude, I don't want anybody to get offended just because, like, you know what I mean? I was just self-deprecating. Sucks you have to think like that on YouTube, though. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Alright, let's get up our... We're going to cast these if we got it, obviously. This is to get up these, and then these are to kill. This is here really just for the summon. Pretty much just for the summon, right? But you could cast it if there's nothing else going on. So we're going to choose this one almost every time. You know, if there's one enemy left, I think this is a little bit better. But when you have more than one enemy, this is better. Let's just do it again. We're going to start killing them soon. Only the first fight, though. Let's take the skulls, why not? I think I'll just do this. First choice. It's easy to remember, you just do the first choice on all of them. Explode purple. And then with Foxfire King, it's hit all enemies. And then with the last guy, it's the summon. So every single one of them, 90-something% of the time, you're choosing the first option. The only time you would ever choose the second option here, I guess if they both have full mana, like the first two enemies both have full mana. I don't even know if that would do more damage, like enough damage anyway. And this one, if you don't need to summon, it's the only thing. Mainly here to summon, though. Like, we're hoping we have something else up. I think I'll just do this. It'll get some kills. Alright, so like right now, this isn't true damage, so I think we're better off just matching. We'll do purple into blue.
Mana surge.
We don't even need purple, but take it, I don't know. Puts other colors on the board. Get rid of the purple.
Mana surge.
And we got our mana generator. Let's take some skulls, I guess, so they don't hit me with them. Do this. Ooh, we got hit. sure. Alright, do it again. Come on, dude. If that first slot dies, I'm gonna be mad. Don't be dying on me. Guess I could summon, though. Summons a Shadow Fox. Okay.
Mana surge.
Only thing they're gonna kill me with are skulls right now.
Mana surge.
Let's kill this. Let's kill this one. Take red. Take skull so we don't get hit. Let's do this. Ah! So close! Alright, this is where we would do this one. Alright, I got out of there with all my troops. It's a good first fight. Our first slot got close, though. It's not really a tank. Wonder if I should put something and put it in like a different order, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it like this for now. What is a Shadow Fox? Is the other one, right? That we didn't choose. So that'll be fine. I think we're still good. We got Siren, Sea Witch, Azura, and Nimue. Are they gonna be submerging a lot? It's fine still though, because we got single target damage we could do. Yeah, I think we're okay. Hopefully. We might lose our first slot, but as long as we summon something in. Keep guessing. Crow says you have to tell us your age on your birthday. I said I would. I got put up a condition. I will.
Mana surge.
It's more of a privacy issue. I don't want everybody knowing everything about me. I don't really care these days, for real. Let's do this. Alright, now we got both. Let's go. I might start getting them both up before I cast one. When you have two things that are like, when you have two Teslas or two Foxfire Kings or two of whatever that are doing damage, sometimes you want to get them both up before you cast the first one. Because if you cast the first one, it's going to take all the mana again. Wouldn't it be faster to get them both up than to cast the first one and then get it back up and cast it again? You know what I mean? Because the second one most likely has some sort of mana. So to wait, you want to wait till you have both when you need them. Alright. 4 purple, that's it? Dang. Let's just do it.
Mana surge.
Red into red. Yeah, let's do it again. I'm gonna get both. I think I'm gonna get both of them right here before I cast that one. Take brown. Take this. Take that. Bang, got them both. Alright, let's go. Just quit hitting my first slot, please. Alright, one more shot. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's a big red extra turn. As soon as I pushed the button, I saw it. Dang it. Just need one more. One more. Green would be good. Let's take green.
Mana surge.
One more. I don't want to get hit. Green would be good. Come on, green. Fine.
Mana surge.
What do we got? Anything? Brown? I don't need brown. See, this is a bit situation to cast this guy, just because there's nothing else going on. You know, all there is brown. So, I might hit that second slot since it's submerged. It's kind of annoying. some damage on it. And now we need brown because we casted that.
Mana surge.
Alright, here's our green.
Mana surge.
Alright, so now it's submerged, which kind of sucks. I think I'm going to hold it for now. We'll just get everybody up while we wait.
Mana surge.
Unless she's about to cast. Like, I'll kill her if she's about to cast. I don't want her casting. But until then, we'll hold it.
Mana surge.
Killed her with skulls. Alright, now I can single target, right? Alright, and submerge is gone. I'm gonna single target anyway. Which is 110. So, let's try to get up the other one too. I think.
Mana surge.
Alright, we got them both. Should be it. Saving my first slot by taking those skulls. Alright. Hey, we got to the third fight without losing a troop. It's been close on that first slot, but that's why we have the summon. We're prepared for that. Alright, last fight. What's my horde level? Good question. I'll go check it out. Daniel's here. How's it going? Alex, thank you. What would be a good way to level up Underworld faction? Start from just going everywhere to quality 10 and level 100? It's the birthday of your father too, Flo? Thank you, Crow. Alright, so we have a question here. We have two questions, actually. What's my horde level? Which I can't look at till after this fight. I'm guessing like 155, though. What was the question? What would be a good way to level up Underworld faction? Start from just going everywhere to quality 10 and level 100? Yeah, exactly. Well, you really start with City of Thieves. You don't level it past 20. You leave it on 20. That's the hardest thing. That's the easiest thing to screw up. But it's not the end of the world if you do screw it up. You can go somewhere else. You can go to the Warrens and do level 20 over and over and over. You can go to like Silver Necropolis and do 20 over and over and over. You can do level 50 in City of Thieves over and over and over. And it's not that big of a deal. But first thing you do is City of Thieves, level 20, every day, 3 times a day, over and over and over and over and over and over and over. That's what you do. And you keep it on 20 because it's got a weird multiplier. If you go to 30, the multiplier gets worse. And plus 20 is easy, and it's easy to do every day, 3 times a day. If you leave it on the easiest thing with the big multiplier, like, it's the best way to go. City of Thieves level 20, over and over and over every day, 3 times a day. That's how you start doing Underworld and start making progress down there. Once you do that for a little while, you know, you're going to up your horde level in City of Thieves. That way it's easier. And your quality, so you get more rewards. So you're doing City of Thieves 3 times a day every day. You're upping your quality to 10. You're upping your horde level to at least like 111. 111's a nice soft cap. 100 gets you like full renown, like max points. But 111, you get magic and a potion at the same time. It's a good soft cap, so just go to 111. So that's your first goal. Go to 111 in City of Thieves. Don't go past level 20 for the layer. And then get to quality 10. That way it's worth the most and it gets done the fastest. So now you got City of Thieves cruising. You're doing it 3 times a day. It's worth the most. It's going the fastest. And you start getting Chaos Shards. You're saving them up. And then you go to, like, so you got your Rowan team, right, I hope, because that's why you're doing City of Thieves, because you can also use your Rowan team there. So you're working on your Rowan team this whole time. Golden Cog, Rowan, Leprechaun, Miraji Queen somewhere on there, Clockwork Sphinx, whatever you got. I have videos out there about Rowan teams. I have videos out there about City of Thieves and Underworld and Delve and beginner guides and all that stuff. But, so you're working on that. So you're going to go to Sunken Fleet first and open Chaos Portals in Sunken Fleet because you're looking for the Miraji Queen, who would then improve your Rowan team by giving Rowan a 50% start. Now you're making it even faster, even better. So your first goal is to, like, make that farming as fast and as valuable as possible. By upping your quality to 10, by making your horde level at least 111, by getting the Miraji Queen to have a 50% start for your Rowan. And then you're farming it every day on level 20, level 20, level 20. Now it's worth the most, now it's going the fastest, now it's super easy, it's just a chore you do every day. Then you start grabbing the other troop. You'll grab Queen Beatrix, you'll grab King Gobtruffle. You like try to grab these specific troops first So you go Sunken Fleet first, get the Mirage Queen, then you go Deep Hive to get Queen Beatrix, and then you go Amani Thrax to get King Gobtruffle, and then just go from there. There's other Harpy Mage, Gargoyle, Shoggoth, Magma Dragon, the Great Worm. Like, start getting all the awesome troops from the underworld. That'll help you everywhere else in the game. Like, that's the first thing you do. So once you do that, that's your first goal, is just go around and get all the troops, all the good troops. And that's going to take a while, so that's really probably where you're at right now. So I'd say go to the Sunken Fleet, get Mirage Queen, go to Deep Hive, get Queen Beatrix, go to Monty Thrax, get King Gobtruffle, go get Shoggoth, go get Great Worm, go get Magma Dragon, go get all the good stuff. Harpy Mage, Gargoyle. So many good things, like, it takes a while. But then, yeah, after that, after you get all the good troops that are going to help you everywhere else in the game, like Dungeon, for example, and everywhere, you would start upping every other faction to Horde 100 and Quality 10. And start with ones that, if you look at the calendar, like Court of Foxes would be good. There's not like a specific faction that you do first. Whatever faction event's coming up is the first one I would do. So if I was a new account right now and I was trying to decide what the second faction would be that I would get to Horde level 100, it would be Court of Foxes, because that's happening right now. Now I'm making that event more valuable and easier to get done. We got it today and we have it this weekend. So I would do City of Thieves first, and then I would do Court of Foxes second, just because the event's happening. And then you can look to next week. What's next week? What kingdom is it? What's happening on Tuesday? That would be the next one I would do. And then you kind of do it like that. Like, based on what order the events are in, that's what order I would do your quality to 10 and your horde level to 100. So you can look at the calendar to see which ones to focus on. And if you have to skip one because you don't have enough, go to the next one. But that's what I did anyway. I just said, well, I'm ready now. I'm finally ready to do faction events. I've been doing City of Thieves for a while. I have all the good troops. I got City of Thieves on Quality 10 and Horde 100, Horde 111. And then I was just like, which faction's coming up next Tuesday? That's the next one I'm going to do, to Quality 10 and Horde 100, because I'm going to be doing that event. And I might as well have more stats and get more loot for it. But that's the answer. I don't know. I always do a long-winded... I'm the Delve guy. I'm the freaking beginner guy, the Delve guy, the free-to-play guy. And I like those questions. No one's going to... Like, the devs aren't going to tell you all that stuff. The devs would love it if you go past level 20 on City of Thieves. The devs would love it if you did a weird horde level that doesn't make sense. That's not a soft cap. They would love for you to just randomly level up stuff and not get the good troops in the right order and stuff like that. They don't care. So the information's not really out there unless you ask. So I like giving the answer. You know what I mean? Now let's take skulls so we don't get hit by them. Let's cast this. I got so many videos on that too, if you need more. It's a big part of a new account, of a beginner account. Like, other than just opening up the game and getting the tutorials done and getting your Rowan team going, like, a big part of the game, as you're getting your Rowan team going, is to do that underworld, to get those troops down there, to do City of Thieves. That's probably why some people struggle early game, because they don't do that. They keep trying to do the world quest that's too hard, and then they get frustrated because they're not winning. I even got a comment the other day, same thing. I realized that in my last new account playthrough, that you can't just keep doing the world quest over and over and over and over as soon as it pops up, because it gets too hard. I had a comment just like yesterday where somebody was like, what do I do when the world quest is too hard? I'm like, path of least resistance, man. Like, open up another class, open up another kingdom, go do your City of Thieves 3 times a day, do your adventure board, you're done. Like, you don't have to do it. You can wait till you're strong enough to do it. Alright, we're getting up next turn either way, so... And we're gonna do it again. Alright, let's see what y'all said about that. Thank you, Pro Survivor! Unconditionally, let's go, Crow. Grabsa says I effed up City of Thieves before I learned that, so now I go for Fast Delve as All-Seeing Eye. Well, whatever it is, man, all I care is that you do it every day, 3 times a day. Farm that crap. Get all the good troops down there. Thank you, Danny. Grabza says I have most of those underworld troops so far. Been checking channel for that, but I missed magma and worms, so gonna fish for those. Yeah, they're good. Magma dragons hits all enemies, has a good storm. And great worm's good if you have like 3 of them. You can do like an Eye of Argus type of thing, an Emberclaw type of thing, a Balder type of thing. It's one of those. You use multiples. Like you put your hero and then 3 great worms. And hits all enemies and it throws skulls up on the board. It's nice. Hit that like and subscribe. Alex is here. How did you make your troops so good? You mean stat-wise? You just, stats start with your hero level, but that's not like, just starts there. Then your guild. The better guild you're in, the more stats you're gonna have. It's just the way it is. A better guild's gonna get all their basic tasks done and all their epic tasks done and get all those stats. Campaign gives you a little bit of stats. Global medals, having all your globals, so you can set Nishas or something, that'll give you stats. Having all your troops at 20, that's stats. Maybe gold eliteed. Underworld does give you stats. Renown gives you stats. The more renown you get, the more stats you get for your whole account. Horde level you only get to use in that faction, but renown gives you stats you can use everywhere. And then your kingdom level and power is the last thing. So you level up your kingdoms, you do your magic kingdoms first, yada yada. That gives you stats as well. So there's something there that maybe you haven't done yet or something like that. You got to hit all of them. Stats are king in this game. No one troop is going to do no one troop is going to be able to do every fight and every event for you. But if you get stats, you can use stats in every event, every fight. Stats are king. Stats will apply to every troop. Stats will apply to every hero. Stats will apply everything you do in the game. If you get a good troop, if you get whatever, Arachnian Weaver or something, like you can only use it when it's able to be used. Like it's not gonna be able to dig you out of every situation, but stats can. Stats can help at least everywhere. We don't have anything right now, so we just have a purple match, which we don't use purple, so I guess we'll shoot this thing off. And who do I hate the most on their team? They have a summoner and they got Foxfire King. Foxfire King's price. I don't know. The summoner sucks too. Who's closer? I guess this. Really doesn't matter. We kind of just wasted a turn there. Big old green, but we didn't have anything. So what else are we gonna do? Red. We got a red extra turn. I almost missed. We wait till we get both. I don't want to cast that one until I get the other one. Or it's just going to steal the mana from the second one. Which, Phantom Fox also kind of does that. He uses red, but it was our only option for mana generation, so I had to. Do this, get extra turn. Do this, I don't want to get hit. Plus it's an extra turn. Let's do this. Alright, we got them both now. Let's take skulls because we don't want to get hit. Oops! Yep, I screwed that up. That was a wasted turn. That was a mistake. Alright, we got both of them. Let's do them. Do it again. Alright, we're getting there. We do that one more time. Alright, we got hit. Or we died. Alright, they're going to hit me with skulls either way, because there's skulls right here, and there's skulls right here. So I'm going to go ahead and summon. Summon a Shadow Fox. I'm just going to keep hitting this. Okay. So that's going to protect our main damage dealer. Now we have less mana generation, but, it did its job. Alright, we killed one on their team. Alright, we need green, we need... Oof. Dang, already? We need to get our dude up. Our summoner back up. This could go bad. No! Stop hitting me. Getting iffy. We need them both for real. Ooh, there's You're gonna hit me for 311.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Oh! Alright, we gotta take this. Man, now their skull's in two different spots again. Right, they're only gonna hit me for 108 now. That's not too bad. Alright, let's go. We gotta do it. Well, I could... it skulls either way again. I think we go. And they're submerged? Oh my gosh, how'd they get submerged? That just, that second fight. We had, like, the worst second fight. You know what I mean? They gotta submerge off that second fight. Dude, that sucks. Alright, well. Who do I kill here? Let's try this. Get rid of one of them. Alright, I gotta summon. I think that's our main priority.
Mana surge.
It ended up making this fight way closer because they got submerged off that second fight. You know how sometimes the buff carries over to the next fight, like it always does in Delphs? Well, they gotta submerge, of course. Which isn't the end of the world, but it was annoying. Alright, we gotta summon. And I'm gonna keep hitting this because, I don't know, they could summon, but I'm more scared of the Foxfire King than I am of the summon that they bring in. Green would be great. Well, yeah, I think I want green.
Mana surge.
Got a big old blue. Buckle my shoe.
Mana
We don't
surge.
need. Alright. It's one of the hardest things to do in the game. I don't know if some of y'all maybe you don't know, but Pure 500 is one of the hardest things to do in the game, so that's why it's kind of iffy. Alright, we got our summoner back up. We're just gonna summon again. Keep doing that. Alright, hit them with skulls, but can we get some mana while we do it? Yes. But it's blue, which we don't use. But we'll get the blue out of here. Alright, can I kill this thing? I might. You know, it's fairy fired. I'm gonna hit it. Let's take the skulls first. Oh, it cleansed the fairy fire the very next turn. That's dumb. Alright, well, I'm gonna wait. Let's... Alright, we got this guy. He's not bad. It's just like he didn't fit into our team. Choose one, convert all yellow gems to spirit gems, so that's yellow to blue. Or convert all yellow gems to skulls. So we could do yellow to blue. I mean, we don't need blue, but it will drain them. And we'll get some red out of it, because it'll match right here and drop this red onto the other red. And we don't have the first option, so I think I'll do it. But then it's just going to grab the red back itself. It does drain them, but they don't really have that much mana, so I don't know. I think I'm just going to take the red. My Foxfire King's up. Alright, so let's do single target to the summoner, I think. Because it's submerged. I can't hit it otherwise. Oh, it's the weakest. It's going to hit that thing either way. Welp. Just kill it. And now we'll do this. It's a way to skip by the submerge. That's why it's cool it has two different ways to... Alright, do we have this now? Yellow to blue. We don't. Yellow to skull. We don't really. So... Alright, do we have red or green? No. So let's just do this. And maybe I should just do this because... Even if... I'm just gonna do it. We can trade skulls for the win. Alright, we did it. I did lose 1 troop, but I summoned it back in. So we finished with 4. Got it done. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if you die. You can have 1 troop left. As long as you come in with the 4 troops from the faction. We got it done on our first try. Let's go. This middle fight can screw with you a little bit, depending on what it is. But it wasn't too bad otherwise. Only 3 fights. Alright, to answer y'all's other question, my horde level's 177. A little bit higher than I thought. That's not bad, though. There's soft caps, right? 111, 133, 155, 177, and then 200, I think. Those are the ones you want to shoot for. There's no reason to go to anything other than 100, 111, 133, 155, 177, and 200. There's no reason to go to anything else. You might as well, if you're on 107, you might as well go to 111. If you're on 130, you might as well go to 133. And there's no reason to go to 134, 135, 136, 137, unless you're going to go to 155. I've explained it many times, but sometimes I still see people with weird horde levels. But you get the 2 magic and a potion at the same time. That's called a soft cap, at least what I describe it. See, potion of shielding at 175. Boom, and then bang, 2 magic. That's the perfect time to stop. If I go here, I'm just getting 1 life. If I go here, I'm just getting 1 armor. If I go here, I'm just getting another life. If I go here, I'm just getting an attack, right? Nothing really matters after that until 200. That was just 1 magic. Like, that's okay, but I'd rather, if you're going to go all the way to 188, you might as well go to 200 at that point. So once you get to 200, boom, there's 2 magic. And then bang, there's a potion of power. So that right there is worth like 9 magic. So the potion's worth 7, and this is worth 2. Boom. You have to have the Associated Kingdom to a certain level to get the 2 magic, but I think probably would. Even if you don't, you're still getting a magic and a potion at the same time, which is good. But I hope I answered your question, Alex, about stats. How do I make my troops so good? Yoke says we have Court of Foxes on Tuesday, and it is the faction expansion this weekend. You're right. Pet rescue started. You didn't see any gnome? It depends. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, somebody in your guild could have got a pet gnome. That's how it works. So if any person in your guild defeats a pet gnome, that's how you get a pet popping up on your screen. That's how you get a pet rescue. So any other day other than like a Wednesday. On Wednesday we have a pet rescue. That's our event. But any other day, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, if anybody in your guild kills a pet gnome, that you'll get a random pet rescue, like for the whole guild. Everybody gets the same pet. But that's how it works. So if there's already one going and you get a pet gnome, it won't pop up. But if there's not one going at the time and you get a pet gnome, it'll pop it up for everybody in your guild. All 30 people, all 20, however many people you got. That's how pets work. That's why you get random pets popping up on your screen. It was somebody in your guild killing a pet gnome. That's what it was. That's I don't think I've ever explained that before. I'm glad you said that. Guppy rescue. Hit that like button or no cake. Yeah, you don't get a slice. I'm not going to cut you a crappy slice of cake. I'm not good at cutting it. I'm going to spit all over the cake when I blow out the candles. I'm going to smash it in my own face. I'm going to put my thumb in the cake like somebody said. What color mastery do you have to get, Mang? Anyone know? It's red and brown. It's red and brown. It's both. Like Black Manacles is brown and purple. So you have to get red to a certain number and brown to a certain number, and then you'll get Mang. I don't know how much. I think it's like 13 or something like that. I don't know the exact number. But it's like around there. Somewhere in the teens, I think, for Mang. Might be 20. Somewhere around there. Between like 10 and 20, red and brown. I think you'll have Mang. And then Black Manacles you get from brown and purple. And then also with doing red, you'll get Golden Cog with red and yellow. But that's how I like to do it in the right order. do the mastery in the right order. You don't want to be picking like a bunch of yellow and green and blue, because those, I mean, yellow is okay for golden cog, but you don't want to be picking like a bunch of green and blue for your mastery, when you could be picking colors that are going to give you Mang and Black Manacles and Golden Cog and stuff like that. Yeah, 199 then 200 is huge. Yeah, happy birthday, Mark. Yep. And me. Brabza says it's 30 Dragonite for 150 gems on merchant. Okay price. Still can't wrap my head around Dragonite. Dragonite from a merchant is good if you're already buying Dragonite from the dungeon. It's the same exact price. So if you're skipping the offer in the dungeon, then you should probably skip the merchant. I skipped the offer in the dungeon. I did. Because I'm not going to purchase random Dragonite for random eggs to get a duplicate. The only time I purchased Dragonite was when I was going for like the last push. I had the 6 dragons, or I had 5 out of the 6, or something like that. All I had to do was make the weapons. All I had to do was get the rest for the, you know, I have all the 6 dragons, and now I just need Dragonite to craft the last dragon. If you're buying Dragonite to open random eggs, don't buy Dragonite. It's a trap. They want you to do that. People do it all the time. There's people buying Dragonite in the PvP shop. That's a no-no. There's people buying Dungeon Dragonite. There's people buying Offer Dragonite. And then they're opening random eggs and getting a duplicate. And they just flushed all their gems down the toilet. And they still do it. I don't get it. They're impatient. That's called not having patience. That's called buying scratchers at the gas station for your 401k. Does anybody see that as smart when you see that guy buying the scratcher and that's his only plan? It's the same thing as buying Dragonite. If you don't have at least 5 of the dragons. You have less than 5 of the dragons and you're buying Dragonite. You're flushing your resources down the toilet, most likely. You would have to get super lucky not to be flushing your gems down the toilet or your gold marks down the toilet. So those are for people that have 5 dragons or 6 dragons, or trying to get the weapon, or trying to get the last dragon. That's what those offers are for. The devs aren't going to tell you that though. They love it when you blow your gems and gold marks on Dragonite and get a duplicate. You're going to get a duplicate dragon, I guarantee it. And if you don't, tell me about it. And if you do, say I was wrong and never buy it again. Because I guarantee it. I did for a little bit when they first came out, when it was like Diamantina. I was buying Dragonite because I have a YouTube channel, so of course I want to open eggs and like see if I can get the dragons. But for a regular person, and I don't even do it anymore. If we get another dragon, I'm not buying Dragonite. You know, I'm saving it up right now, and I'll probably have enough to open a bunch of eggs because I'm saving it right now. But I'm not gonna like rush it by buying Dragonite with gems ever or gold marks. People buy it; they put that as an option. I say nope. You should not be buying gold marks. You should not be buying Dragonite with gold marks, and you should not be buying Dragonite with gems. The way you get Dragonite is getting perfects in the dungeon or doing the vault event. And that's the hard work that you have to do to be able to open those random eggs and get a duplicate. And it feels much better than buying Dragonite and then opening an egg and getting a duplicate, because now it feels like you just flushed your gems down the toilet because you didn't get anything. But, you know, when you're going for the... You have 5 out of the 6 dragons, right? And this one pops up. You need this one? Buy Dragonite. But I only need the yellow dragon, and then I can get Diamantina. Even no matter what, you can have enough Dragonite to be able to craft this one dragon. Like, that's fine. But if you have 4 dragons, or 3 dragons, or 2 dragons, or 1 dragon, or 0 dragons, never buy Dragonite. It's for the final push, is what buying Dragonite is. The smart thing to do. Like, do whatever you want. You know what I say. It's a video game. Sit on the toilet backwards. Whatever you want to do. But that's my advice. Don't buy Dragonite until it's the final push. It's literally for something. Like, you know exactly what you're going to use that Dragonite on. Opening random eggs and hoping is not knowing what you're going to use your Dragonite on. So you're either buying this dragon, or you're getting one of the weapons. Like, that's worth... I can buy Dragonite for this. Or this. Or that. Or this. Or this. Or this. You know, that's the stuff that's worth buying Dragonite for. But to open a stupid egg that you're just gonna get the same stinky dragons, and people complain about getting 16 of this dragon and 10 of that dragon, and they're flushing their resources down the toilet. I'm never buying Dragonite to open these. That'd be like going to work so I can buy scratchers at the store. But yeah, Grab says my rule of thumb for that is if you're buying the offer in the dungeon for good reason, then it's worth buying the offer from the merchant. If you're buying the offer in the dungeon for bad reason, then it's not worth buying the merchant offer. Or if you're not buying the offer in the dungeon for Dragonite for good reason, then it's not worth buying the merchant offer. Because it's the same exact price if you break it down. It's not like a better price. Is Volpakia stuck on power level 19? And I don't know. It's a pretty new kingdom. It's not even one I'm really looking at because... Upgrade 28 Volpakia troops to... Oh, I have 27 out of 28. Let's see. What do I need to do here? Oh, this one? I need more copies of that. I could use an orb on it. Let's see. Why not? I'll check it out for you. Yep, not achievable. So you would not want to do Volpakia to like level 20 because you can't 30 it. This would not be a good candidate for like leveling. Don't do this because you can't do this. Alright, so don't invest in this. Now you could use those green. First of all, you want to use your green for Zalkari anyway. Second, and then for your second round of green books, you don't want to do Volpakia because it's a new kingdom, so you can't 2030 it. So you want to do an older kingdom like Forest of Thorns or something. But yeah, you're right. You can't. It says not achievable. There's not 29 troops from Volpakia. Like, literally not. Eggs are fine, but you open them with Dragonite that you earned from Perfects and other places. Like, you'll get Dragonite from doing events for, you know, as rewards, for Perfect Dungeon, for Vault Event, Dragonite Gnomes. But Dragonite, that's the Dragonite you use to open eggs. Opening eggs is fine until you get 5 out of the 6 dragons. Once you get 5, you might as well wait for that 6th one to come through the Soul Forge instead of opening a bunch of eggs. Because you already have... There's 6 dragons, and every time you open an egg, you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting the one that you need. So most likely, you're not going to get the one that you need. So you might as well just save up and wait for the one that you need to come through the Soul Forge. So it's a guarantee. That's how I play the game, though. I do guaranteed stuff. I don't like or, maybe. Some people like to gamble. I get it. I was buying Dragonite, but I wasn't buying eggs so far, since I didn't have enough for even one dragon. Alex says, is High King Irongut good? Yeah, he's one of the best. How can you get him except for chests? You could wait for him to come through the Soul Forge and get him with diamonds. That's the only other way, for real. So you would wait for a Zacian week. Right? Zacian is his kingdom. Whenever we have, like, the kingdoms rotate every week. There's 38 kingdoms, and there's a different kingdom every week, and they go through all 38 before they repeat. So Zacian will be coming at some point. So you would save up event keys. And then Irongut rotates through the Soul Forge. So you'll see every mythic eventually in the Soul Forge. They rotate the same way as the kingdoms rotate. So you save up diamonds and you save up event keys. You save up diamonds and you wait for High King Irongut to pop up in the Soul Forge. Or you save up event keys and you wait for a Zacian week. That's how you target Ironhawk. Or Irongut, sorry. It's the only way you can target him. Otherwise, it's super random and like you said. Yep, like what Mark said. Yoke says, wait, there will be this weekend. Yeah, oh, right? Yeah, that's true. It's associated to Volpakia, so yeah, we will have the, we'll be able to go up 1 more power. But we probably still need 30, right? That's not going to help get it to 30. I think we need 30 troops, huh? But that would make it go up a power level, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Tyrion. Dude, is it only 29 troops? I guess if it's 29. Does it not say like 30 next or something? Can't remember. I wish it would let you see like all of them that you did. Like if I click on 2, I wish it would show me like what I did to get to level 2. If I click on 3, I wish it would show me. And then like the ones ahead, it should show you. Like that's one thing nobody ever asks for, but that'd be nice if they added it to the game. It could be cool if I could click on 21 and see what it's gonna ask for. If I could click on 22, that's another stupid dev thing that you have to get somewhere else. Like you could look on the internet. I think that it's out there somewhere. But you think through all these power levels, like 29 troops is gonna be enough to get to 30? I can't remember how many you need. Grabza says, okay, that makes sense. Thanks for sharing, and I like your approach. I hate to waste resources. Yeah, it's like a free-to-play mentality for real. But everybody can use it. So that's the whole point of the channel. Like, I'm free-to-play, and all my strategies work for everybody, no matter if you spend money or not. And then you spend money to, like, boost yourself. Like, put steroids in your veins. Like, Death Knight armor and passes and stuff like that will boost you up. But you still do the same strats as a free-to-play player. You get an extra little boost from spending. No, you can't 30-20 it, but power level 20 will be a stat on Friday. Welsh says, or if you're very lucky like me, I got one from the faction assault. Yeah, sometimes they'll pop like a guild task or something will give you a troop, but yeah, it's very lucky. Dallas says, happy birthday. Could you tell me where to get the Lover's Troop to craft Wanda Stars? You got to get it from the vault keys. So do the vault super hard because they just keep adding more and more and more tarot cards to this. So it's getting harder and harder. But right here is where you would get the Lovers. So you're opening these vault keys. And like Cedric, as a random reward from Cedric, you could get a tarot card. But that drop table is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like they keep adding tarot cards, so it's continuously getting harder and harder to get the Lovers. So the sooner the better. But whenever you see a vault event, which I don't think it's this weekend, it might be like next weekend or something. The vault event, it's coming soon. Just go super hard at the vault event, get as many vault keys as you can, and then open all your vault keys when the vault event's over. And you just kind of have to hope you get the Lovers. It's just getting harder and harder. But yeah, the only way to get the Lovers is to open vault keys. The way to get vault keys is to do the vault event. The way to do the vault event is to do Ironhawks or Rowan and do Explorer 1 over and over and over. Get gaps, get verses, run gaps. Don't get distracted, like keep doing it, lock in. My method plus money works well, yep. Yep, Mark's birthday too, don't forget. Next vault is end of the month. Okay. The last weekend. Yeah, so the last weekend of this month will be the vault event. That's the next time you can get like you can farm vault keys. You'll get vault keys randomly for random stuff like rewards and, you know, event rewards and just, but the way to farm them is the vault event. All right, so we did pure 500. Next up would be Deathless. You gotta do both to get your full renown. Like right here I have all 2500 renown. So I did Best Delve Defeated. You beat level 500, you get 1000 points. Best Delve with no casualties, that's Deathless. You do level 500, you get 500 points. Best Delve using the Factions team, that's called Pure Faction. We just did it, 500 points. And then Treasure Hoard level, you only need level 100 to get max points, which is 500. But the more you go above and beyond 100, like the more stats you get and the more potions you get, which makes everything easier. Then you see my stats over there for 95,000 renown. I get 4 attack, 9 HP, 8 armor, and 2 magic. And that's on top of everything else in the game I got extra stats for, so that's why I have so many stats. I pretty much have every stat you can get other than like every Kingdom 2030'd. But I have 11 or 12 kingdoms 2032. What was I doing? Deathless. 500 Deathless. Let's see what kind of team I can make for this. This was the pure faction that we just did, if you're curious. Mana generator slash, you know, meat shield. Real damage dealer. 2 of them. And then a summoner. For when you do lose this, most likely. Alright, let's do Deathless. Most of the time with Deathless, you're going to want to do some sort of instant kill or loopy team. And I usually go down the instant kill route these days. We got green and red. So no High King Iron Gut, huh? Blue, brown, and yellow is High King Iron Gut. So, what do we got? Zul'Goth is still there. You could do Zul'Goth Centurion. Is Maelstrom Dagonath not here? Oh, there he is. You could do him too. I'll probably go with the oldie. Maelstrom Dagonath is super awesome, but I know this team works, so go with this one. Centurion. And I always do Essence of Evil, just to make sure I don't die. And then probably, like, Leprechaun. Leprechaun. Oops, I'm on weapons. L. Hey, come here. Alright, that'll work. Banner, we got probably green, red. Yeah, and we don't use yellow, so that works. And then class, I always do Elementalist because the main goal here is to not die. It's not to get it done fast or anything like that. It's to not die. So, Elementalist. So the Elementalist and the Essence of Evil is to not die. The Leprechaun is to get the team going. And then the Essence of Evil and the Zul'Goth are for instant kills, and the Centurion is also for instant kills and mana generation, and it all goes together to be a deathless team where we're not going to die, hopefully. I like my High King Iron Gut slightly better, but this is the backup team if you can't use High King Iron Gut. So let's see how it goes. Thank you, Sean. Is crafting orbs of power for Zul'Goth a good idea or kind of waste? It's a good idea. That's the main thing you use power orbs for. And it's a good thing to, you know, to craft a power orb to then go make Zul'Goth is a good thing. Maelstrom, people will say they'll say Maelstrom Dagonath is actually the best boss troop right now. I don't know if I totally agree yet. It was pretty good in that Guild Wars that we had last guild. I think that's like everybody thinks everything new is the best, like in this community. So you got to be careful. Like, just know that we're biased towards new stuff, except for me. Sometimes I'm too biased the other way with the old stuff. I'm too loyal. I stick with the same thing. If it's not broken, don't fix it type of thing. So I'm still not super convinced that Maelstrom Dagonath is better than Zul'Goth. But it's up to you. I think you can't go wrong either way if you craft one or the other. Zul'Goth, Maelstrom Dagonath, they're both really good. They both are for power orbs in the Soul Forge. I just use Zul'Goth a little bit more right now still because Maelstrom Dagonath is like new. But I wouldn't argue with a person. If they say Maelstrom Dagonath is the best boss troop, it is a little bit of recency bias, I would say. But he is really awesome, so... Alright, we Leprechaun, get ourselves going. And we can look at this, you know. We can look at it. Do we have an extra turn? If we turn these skulls to wild cards, will we get an extra turn? I think I'll do this first. So if we turn this, yes, we get yellow. So let's just do it. And we got a Devour, nice. Zul'Goth with a bunch of skulls on the board, sure. And now, will we get an extra turn? Yes, right here. And then Zul'Goth. And will we get an extra turn? yes. And then Zolgath. So super safe. Second best Deathless team, I would say. Especially in this configuration with Elementalist and Essence of Evil and all that. Thank you, Big! How old do you guys think I am? So far, you think I am... Let's see, how old do you guys think I am? Right now, you think I'm 25. Unless, hey... I'm not 25, so you got some work to do still. Sorry. I'm older than that. Quite a bit older than that, sorry. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Right now, you think I'm 25. I said if you get to the number, I'll tell you. Get to the number today, I'll tell you. And hey, you don't have to get to the number, and you can still figure it out. Right now, you know that I'm older than 25, right? So if you get closer, you'll know I'm older than other numbers. If you want to. It's just a little game. You don't have to do it. I don't have to tell you either. You know what I mean? I don't want to anyway, so don't do it. I'll be happy either way. I'm having a good day. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I'm just playing. Alright, green would be great. We don't have any. Red, I guess. Do we have Centurigon? I don't think so. Look. If we turn these skulls to wild cards, we don't get an extra turn. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. And we don't have it. So let's do this. Alright, still don't have it. Okay. We have anything. We got blue. Slow start. It's just not a lot of skulls on the board, so not really lining up yet. We got Zolgath. It's kind of like you don't really want to cast Zolgath this super early. Because, like, if he backfire, you'll kill something, but then he throws a bunch of skulls up there. And then they can, like, bang, bang, hit my first slot, kill my first slot. If you lose one troop, it's over. This is deathless. So, I'm going to hold it right now. I'm going to hold my Zolgath, basically, at the moment. Until I can at least get their first slot tangled up or something like that. So, our Centurigon is still not going to get an extra turn. Like, he's having trouble today. Back hurts. He slept wrong. I don't know. Alright, now we have Centurigon, so I think I'm going to go... Let's do this. Tie them up. Now we can do Zolgath. Okay, now we're going to get on a roll. We got this. And we Zolgath again. Try to keep the stuff entangled, like, alive. Kill the stuff that's not entangled. We don't want them hitting us back with skulls, right? We just keep doing this from bottom to top. They can't hit me, they're entangled. We should have it, yes. And they're dead. Right, Tyrion? We'll see, though. All I know is I'm over 25 right now. I've said before. But you guys know around anyway how old. I just said, like, I've never said exactly. So I was giving you a chance to see it in the chat at the end of the stream if you want. I haven't mentioned it in a while, by the way. Let's do this. We got it. Alright, their first slot isn't tangled up yet, so I don't want to Zolgath yet. If I have Centurigon, I'll do it. No, I don't. So let's Essence of Evil their first slot. Then I'll feel more comfortable doing Zolgath. Alright, let's do it now. We'll take out something that's not entangled. Alright, now we have a Centurigon. Which gets up Zolgath. Zolgath, bottom slot. Zolgath puts all those skulls up there too, which makes this easier. They go good together. Zolgath and Centurigon go good together. Especially with the Essence of Evil and the Elementalist tying up the enemy team. They go like kind of back and forth, back and forth. And then if you just happen to get a Devour off your Centurigon, that's icing on the cake. If you happen to get a Terror off your Essence of Evil, that's icing on the cake too. Speaking of cake. Alright, we did it! Deathless didn't lose a single troop on the hardest level. That's what I would recommend right there, that team. If you want to do Maelstrom Dagonath, go for it. It would suck if he backfires or something and the enemy gets a bunch of mana. So just be careful with them. And if you're going to use Maelstrom Dagonath, then make sure to, like, also use Essence of Evil and Elementalist and stuff like that. I just don't know, like, what would be the other troop. Maybe Zul'Goth and Maelstrom Dagonath? I don't know. But Centurigon goes really well with Zul'Goth, and that's what I do, so. I don't get affected by the recency bias. I use what works. And then I slowly learn the new troop, and I slowly decide if I like the new troop or not. I don't just, like, jump off the top of a building off a bridge about the new troop like some people do. Because they got it, right? I got it. It's awesome. It's new, and I got it. It's awesome. Not always. You said 48, 45? I used to talk about Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. Hey, I did. You're speculating. I'm a baby. Nah, I'm not. Mr. T's younger than me. I'll tell you that. Tacit is definitely younger. You know I'm older than 25, and you know I'm older than Tacit. That's all I'm willing to say at the moment. But I gave you a way to see the exact age if you want. Which I've never done before. But I'm fine with it not happening. I'm totally fine. Alright, so, and the stream is getting towards the end here. We've done an hour and a half. That's all I promise for real. But you guys are awesome today, and it is my birthday. Do you want to see anything else? Let's see. What could we do? We did the faction event. We did high, mid, low. We did deathless. We did pure. We did both of them on our first try. That was nice. You can use the same exact teams this weekend, like I said. My high, mid, and low. I guess I'll just play the game. Oh, let's open vault keys. It's my, let's do something special. I got 175. I still got like 2 weeks to open them all. That's plenty of time. Like sometimes I'm used to like having to open 50 per day. Like I only have a week left and I got 300 or something. So I've been slowly chipping away at them so I don't have to do that. So I only have 175 right now, but we can open some for the rest of the stream. I'll go to, I don't know. We can do this for at least for, let's go to the top of the hour or so, maybe. All the ladies missed the birthday stream. I know, man. What happened? Nah, Sana was here earlier. I might have to join her guild again, because I want to do a new account playthrough, but I'm doing so good on my main account, and I want to, like, there's still stuff to do on it. Alright, I got a little bit of gems. A birthday sausage party, let's go. Grabs says, does it matter when we open vault keys, like doing gaps on the... Yeah, the only time you don't open vault keys is during the vault event. You're fine to open vault keys any other day of the month, like all other 27 days of the month are fine. The only no-no is opening vault keys during a vault event, because you might as well get more. Instead of wasting your time, like, opening the ones that you got. That would be like, you could be working and getting overtime pay, but instead you're going to the bank and cashing your check. Alright? So, opening vault keys during the vault event is a waste of time because you don't get anything extra. And that's so any other day of the month other than during the vault event is when you open your vault keys. Sausage party, baby. Alright, what else did y'all say? You're not going to work, even if you lose your job? Alright, I think I got everything. A little bit of gold there. How about I do a certain amount of vault keys? I don't know if I want to go to the top of the hour. Let's, we'll do 25 vault keys. And then I'm done. That's the countdown. I started late today. I'm gonna go, I'm hungry. My day goes so fast now with, like, the kids being at school. Like, I have to, certain times I have to be picking people up and taking them to bus. Like, my day goes so much faster now. The summer was kind of nice. It's like, when they're in school, it's quieter and it's nicer. And it's like, oh, these other kids are in school too. Like, the neighbor kids are in school. My kids are in school. It's nice for when they're at school. But during the summer, my kids are good, and if the other kids aren't bugging me, and then I don't have to go, like, to the bus stop, picking up kids, worrying about school. I don't know, it's like pros and cons of both. The worst part about them being in school is, like, I have this, the day goes so fast. Like, I'm taking them, taking her, I'm taking the kids. So I take her, then I take kid, then I take kid. And then by the time I get back here, by the time I know it, it's time for the stream. Then I'm streaming for 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, sometimes an hour and a half, whatever. That goes, and sometimes I start late, and then I eat lunch, and then all of a sudden, dude, it's like, I got 1 hour till I gotta go start picking people up again. My days go so fast. It's hard to get stuff done, like, I'm like a glorified chauffeur at the moment. It's hard to, like, get my stuff done and make my money. Of course I can do it, I can do it whenever I want, like, but when they're home, now we're doing burning cartwheels and talking, and just fine, but, like, the best time to be doing my stuff is while they're at school and at work, but it just goes so fast. It's like the only downside to when they're in school. It's like how fast the day goes. Vault key spankings. Pay attention to how many vault keys I do. No, I'm just kidding. I already forgot how many I've done so far. Guess I had 175. Kids are cons all the time. That's one thing I do say. Don't be like me having kids when you're super young like I did. I don't think people should not have kids. I just feel like you should wait. Wait till you're like 30 or something. You're not thinking about it when you're, you know. Alright, Orb of Minions. I'll take that. I still need those, believe it or not. The only person that doesn't is Criterion. I'm the type of dude, like, I wouldn't not want to have kids, you know what I mean? Like, I love that. I wouldn't change anything at all. But that's always my advice, though. Like, try to wait as long as you can. It'll be better for everybody, including them. Nobody wants to have a 18-year-old dad, or your brain's not even fully functioning yet. And now you're responsible for another brain. Wait until you need farmhands? I know, I need to start putting them to work. Make them do my treasure hunts. Make them open my vault keys. I tried that before, they just didn't. They're not interested in this game very much. Like, Mrs. Cindy will come over every once in a while and be like, ooh, there's a match. Like, match that, match this. But she don't really get it. She sees the matches on the board, and she, like, will say, hey, there's a yellow match. Hey, there's a blue match. Hey. But she don't get that, like, you need certain colors to fill your mana to cast spells. So she would probably match anything, and even if you didn't need it. She comes over like she's helping, like, hey, there's a yellow match. I'm like, thanks, babe. None of my troops are yellow, though, you know? I'm just like, good job. The kids are too busy, like, the one playing Fortnite all the time, and they actually all both play Fortnite. Like, my oldest is Dark Souls, like me. The other ones are Fortnite.
Mana surge.
I tried Fortnite, but I'm just not good at those type of games. Anything where you gotta like, shoot a gun at someone else's head. For some reason, I'm not good at that. You got a sword and a shield, and I can shoot magic at you, yeah. A total Gemma, right? That's pretty some of it too. Like the whole backstory of Gemma was mostly a Gems of War hot tub streamer, but it's also, you know, a little bit of everything. Could be Mrs. Cindy as well. How she looks at the game. Matt, there's a match right there. Why didn't you do that one? Well, none of my troops are that color, honey. It was a good one, though. Game's more complicated than it looks. I think a person, like a stranger, like looking at Gems of War, they don't get it. You know that's a big problem. I feel that's a big problem with this game. Like, people don't give it a chance. They, like, judge the book by its cover type of stuff. So they either think it's, like, way too simple when it's not as simple as they thought it was going to be. Like, they're probably thinking, like, Tetris or Candy Crush or something. I don't know. I don't know even what game to say. And then, if they don't even try it, because they don't think it's an RPG, though. They don't get that part. Alright? So, a lot of people, they turn their nose up at it. Like, oh, they're just, it's easy. You're just match gems on the board. But then there's the other side of the coin. People who think that, but then they try it, thinking it's going to be that, and then it's too complicated. Gems of War suffers from both ends of the spectrum. People judging a book by its cover, who think it's just simple matching and nothing else is going on, so they don't even try it, because they're too good for that. They want to play something, you know, more complicated. And then you got the people who think it's that and then try it, but then it's too complicated. Like, it's just such a conundrum. Because then they actually do start playing it and they realize, oh, it's not just matching gems. How come that other team just crushed my face in? Why, when I match these, like, I match this color, but nothing happens? And yeah, you need to match the colors of your troops and fill your spell and then cast your spells. And you can't just cast them in whatever order you want. And you gotta build a team, and you can't just use the pretty troops or the cool looking troops. Like, you gotta actually, it's an RPG. It's in there somewhere. There's traits and spells and tanks and mana generators and damage dealers and all that stuff. There's kingdoms, and so once they really get into it, they're like overwhelmed and there's too much going on. You got the people that get overwhelmed and don't know what to do, and it's too complicated. And then you got the people that judge a book by its cover, and they think it's they think it's too easy and not complicated at all because they don't even try it. You got to get that person that tries it and then they like it, and then they go looking for, like, to figure it out. If they're not patient enough to figure it out, then they just quit. It's too much all at once. What's glory? Glory and gold and gems and souls and trophies and trait stone. What the heck is all this stuff? Where do I go? What do I do? Orb of Ascension, like, so much. What's a vault key and a gnome vault, and where am I? It's kind of like when I was playing Puzzle Quest 3. Like, it takes a minute to figure it out, like what you're actually supposed to be doing and what's worth doing and what's not worth doing and what I'm supposed to be doing. And it took me a minute to figure it out. And I play this game, and it still, like, confused me a little bit. It's gonna confuse you a little bit when you first start. Like, Puzzle Quest 3, it took me a couple weeks to, like, figure out exactly, like, what I'm supposed to be doing every day, like, when I start playing. And even, like, when I quit, I probably still wasn't doing exactly. Like, I was still a noob. But I was starting to get the hang of it. 120 gems! That's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's go. Alright, we got 156. I'm gonna do 6 more vault keys, and then I'm out of here. Shadow Flame, what's up? I have a question. Have you ever leveled up and not got a weapon? Because it's been happening to me since I got level 65. Yeah, you run out of it. Like, you get all the mastery weapons, and then you don't get more. Like, there's only a certain amount, and once you level to a certain level, you don't get them anymore. But also make sure you're leveling, like, your colors. Like, if you went to level 65 and only leveled purple, then you're only going to get purple weapons. So it depends what colors you're doing. That's why I recommend doing them in a very specific order, so you can get Mang and Black Manacles and Golden Cog and I already forgot, like Mountain Crusher, all that stuff. So make sure you're picking, like, right now, if you're on level 65 and you're no longer getting weapons, like, make sure, like, one of your colors isn't, like, way down there. Like, start even out your colors at that point. You want them to all be the same eventually. It's like you start with certain colors because you want to rush down those weapons, those good weapons. But after you get all the weapons, you want to even them all out, because there's no advantage of having one higher than the other after you get all the mastery weapons. So then your next goal is to even all your mastery out. So if brown is way lower than everything else, you're going to want to hit brown every time that you see it. If green is lower than everything else, you're going to want to hit green every time that you see it. So after you get all the mastery weapons, you pick the color that's lowest after that. That'll also help you make sure that you got all the mastery weapons by picking the lowest color at a certain point. Maybe you missed one weapon that was a certain color, and that's the lowest color that you have left. There's mastery weapons for every color, and then there's mastery weapons for certain color combinations. So you could have every color at a certain level and just one color super low, and that could make you miss out on like 3 or 4 mastery weapons, because there's like the color weapon, and then there's the color plus another color weapon, and then a color plus another different color weapon, and then like you're missing multiple weapons because one of your colors is super low, and you have to have both colors to get the weapon. Like brown and purple, you have to have both on whatever to get Black Manacles, and Golden Cog, you need red and yellow at a certain level to get Golden Cog, and Mang is red and brown. You gotta have both at a certain number to get Mang. So if I was level 65 and I stopped getting mastery weapons, I would look at whatever color's my lowest, and I would start doing the lowest color every time I level. No matter what color it is. Just pick the lowest out of the two from now on. For the rest of your Gems of War career, for real. Like, I still do that to this day. Whatever color's lower is what I pick. If they're the same, then it's whatever. Just pick one. Doesn't matter, really. Gemma resonates with you. Your wife isn't a valley girl. Neither's mine, really. The rest of the game goes over her head. Wonder who here played original Puzzle Quest? Not me. I started with Gems of War, and then I tried Puzzle Quest 3 because, you know, you guys kind of wanted me to. I was trying. I tried it because I wanted to, too, but I just wanted to see, like, if it would work on the channel, and it was alright. I wouldn't be, you know. I feel like I heard that Tacit's going to revisit it, so I wouldn't want to revisit it right now and be like a copycat, but I'm more into doing a new account playthrough at the moment. But maybe one day I'll also revisit Puzzle Quest 3. I never said that's out of the question. Like, it did well as far as subscribers, but not views. It was kind of strange. Like, our subscribers went up so much that people thought I was buying subscribers. Like, that's how crazy. And then it went back down when we stopped. So, people here can attest to that I was accused of buying subscribers. And you know what spurred that along? Puzzle Quest 3. When I played it for a little bit. But then I stopped playing it, and boom, there went like a lot of the people. But a lot of people probably play Puzzle Quest and then Gems of War. That's like the natural progression if you like these games. Gems of War just always appealed to me more than Puzzle Quest for some reason. Like, I feel like Puzzle Quest gets... I feel like you can... I've never got there, so I haven't experienced it myself, but I've heard that Puzzle Quest 3 you can get to a point where it's kind of like you're kind of done or whatever. Like, you're... I guess... I don't know, though. I've never done it, but... It just always feels like there's more to do in Gems of War. Like, there's a carrot on a stick is better in this game or something. I don't know. they're putting out new stuff every week, and I'm always chasing something. I've always got like a larger goal and a medium goal and a. You always have multiple goals, multiple lengths of time, and. All right, one more vault key, then I'm out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for my birthday. After 65, you get no more weapons. It depends, I think. I'm not sure exactly what level it is. You could level purple to 65. You know what I mean? And, like, still have tons of mastery weapons that you need. I don't know, you know, that's like an extreme example. But you could, like, always pick the same colors and miss out on mastery weapons because you're ignoring the other colors. So if, like, if you ignored... let's say you ignored brown for some reason, which would be horrible. Like, every time you have two choices every time. So you could ignore brown every time you see it and still get to level 65. But now you don't have Mountain Crusher, you don't have Black Manacles, and you don't have Mang, because there's no way to have them if you didn't do brown. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know when it stops because it depends. If you leveled all colors evenly, there would be a number, like a level that you could say. But you're not supposed to do that either, for real. You're supposed to... Well, what do I always say? Brown first, and then red, and then purple, or something like that. Brown's definitely first, because there's 3 different weapons. And then, I think red next, right? Brown, then red, then purple. Those are your priorities. And then yellow. Brown is for Mountain Crusher, because you can get it super early, and it's a really good mana generator. And then Mang is really good for, like, the harder stuff in the game until you get other things. It's good for scalable, like, harder stuff. And then Black Manacles, of course, is a really good weapon you're going to use a lot early game. And those are all brown weapons, so that's why you concentrate on brown a lot first. And then red, so you can get Mang, because you need brown and red. And then, you know, also for Golden Cog for your Rowan team. So then you do yellow to get the rest of that. And then there's other weapons I'm forgetting about, too. For why you do it in that order. But my new account playthroughs, that's like one of the first things I explain on all my beginner videos and new account playthroughs is like doing your mastery in the correct order to get the sooner you get them, the better. I mean, you're going to use your hero on every team, you're going to need a weapon, and then might as well get the good mastery weapons that pop up pretty early in the game if you do it right. My whole thing with beginner, like the whole game, but really for beginners, is to get things I can tell you exactly how to do it, and you'll 100% get it. So mastery weapons or underworld troops, like I'm not like saying, hey, open a bunch of glory chests and get you a High King Iron Gut, dummy, duh. Like I'm not saying that. I'm not saying open a bunch of eggs, floral eggs, and get you a Chrysantherax. Like none of my advice is like random. I hope you do. You know, if you get lucky, RNG. None of it. All the advice I give is 100%. If you do this, you're gonna get this. Mastery weapons, underworld, legendaries. You know what I mean? Like stuff. No, there's no question. You can literally go get this stuff, and if you do it in this order, like it'll make your game way easier. Get your goblins, get your mastery weapons, get your Rowan, go to the underworld, get your Queen Beatrix, get your Mirage Queen, get your Gob Truffle, get all that stuff down there. Like get your dragon and your immortal, and those are 100%. Like there's no like maybe if you keep trying and RNG and you know just go get you a mythic. You know, just open a bunch of chests. Nah, this is stuff I can like literally draw the road, and you can definitely 100% get the stuff, and it will help you big time. Like there's underworld legendaries that are better than mythics. Like all that mythic means, and I have to say, is rare. Some people think mythic means good. Mythic does not mean good, it means rare. So there can be a rare turd. You know, like some mythics are not that good. A lot of them aren't good. Like half the mythics are not good. So some people though, they see a mythic and they like force it, they try to use it. Even though they have Queen Beatrix and stuff like that, they're still forcing a Amnesia team. And they should be sticking with their Queen Beatrix or their Rowan or their Goblins or something like that, which are way better. They try to force this new mythic in there because it's mythic. But all that mythic means is rare. It doesn't mean good. But some of the best troops are also mythics. But that's the good mythics. But not every mythic is good. Alright, y'all. Brown, brown, brown. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown, then red, then yellow. If you go to GTA Online without guidance, you will be victimized. Oh no. "100 years old." GTA 4 was good, man. I played that. Puzzle Quest? I've checked out Puzzle Quest 3, but I've never played any of the other ones. GTA 5, that's like a freaking classic, even though it's not even that old, right? So many people play that, and they play it forever. It's like such a good game. It's kind of like Gems of War, with, you know, you could play it every day and still have fun. Yeah, Mountain Crusher's only brown, yep. How do you start a new playthrough on Steam? I think it was super easy. I can't remember. Maybe do a different email? Shadow says, I have a question. I already answered that. Yeah, just check on your colors and make sure you're leveling them more evenly. If you are, then yeah, you have all the mastery weapons. Remember when using hero was near unheard of? Not really, dude. Like, I always use my hero. Not using hero has always been like weird to me, but now I'm doing it. But I always say, like, if you don't have all your classes on 100, you haven't earned the right to not use your hero on your team. Like, hero is so strong. Just like think about it for real. Like, troops have a spell and 3 traits. That's all they have. Your hero has a class with 3 traits with a whole talent tree. Your hero has a weapon with perks, like a bunch of perks and a spell. And then your hero is always like the beefiest, has the most stats and all that. So to not use your hero is not very smart, especially early game, mid game. Like, you have a whole class with all those talents. You have a whole weapon with all those perks, which is on top. Like, you have your weapon with your spell, and you have your traits, right? That's what every troop has, too. But then on top of that, you have the class and the entire talent tree, and the weapon and all of its perks. And then your hero is, like, always your strongest troop anyway. So your strongest troop has extra perks and extra talents. That's what your hero is. Just, you make a team without your hero on it, then you're nerfing yourself, kind of. Until you're super in-game and you're doing, like, Chrysantherax, Caffroo stuff. Once you're super in-game, then you got tons of stat, you know, you're using the best troop in the game. You're using Chrysantherax, and you're just getting it up and casting it. But until then, you should use your hero. And I say the rule of thumb is until you have, like, pretty much almost every class on 100. That's when you stop using hero. In every team. I still use my hero in 75% of my teams still. Like, even though I'm allowed not to, because it's so good. Very early game, like year 1 to 2 when hero was weak, classes weren't released, or very weak too. See, I didn't play like the first year, I just started playing like the 2nd or 3rd year. OG team building. Alright, y'all. Grabsa says, still can't decide if I go for Chrysantherax or Stellaryx first. You should go for Chrysantherax first, it's better. Chrysantherax is the answer. Stellaryx is still really good, though. It's still really good, but if a person has all 3 dragons, they're going to use Chrysantherax. If a person has Chrysantherax and Stellaryx, they're going to use Chrysantherax. So that's how you can tell that you should probably get Chrysantherax first. Just the best troop right now. Just hits the hardest. It pretty much refills itself, but, you know, Stellaryx can refill itself slightly more reliably. That's the only thing it's got on Chrysantherax. But most time with Chrysantherax, you're wiping them out in one shot. And even if you don't, you still almost refill yourself as much as Stellaryx does. But if there was you had to like cast twice and you had to count on getting a refill or else you would die or something, then maybe use Stellaryx. But if you can one shot, you're using Chrysantherax. And, you know, And even Chrysanthrax is pretty good at refilling itself because it explodes. You didn't start playing till shortly after console release? I think me and you started around the same time, but maybe you had me beat by like a little bit. Probably same thing with your age, bro. You probably had me beat by a little bit. But that's all I'm going to say. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Probably younger, a little younger than you think, but older than you think too. Somewhere in the middle. But I ain't saying exactly, because I told you how you could do it. All you know is I'm older than 25, and I'm older than Tacit. That's all you get to know. Sorry. But thank you so much, Chad, for the 10. Appreciate it, man. Birthday card, birthday money. Brian Walker with the 5. Thank you so much, bro. Mark with the 5. Thank you so much, man. He said, buy some scratchers on your way to Chinese. I was thinking about it. If you were ever going to buy a scratcher, wouldn't you buy it on your birthday and just hope? And then you still lose. Tyrion, thank you. I hearted it. Alright, that's it. We'll see ya. Have a good one. You're the best. Thanks for joining me today, Crow, Yoke, Tyrion, Mark, Grabzas. We got Crow, we got Mark, we got Tyrion, we got Grabzas, we got Shadow. Thanks for all the awesome questions today. I wish every stream was like exactly like this stream. You guys we just did the model stream. You know how you wish every day was like your birthday though? Like imagine if you're rich. If you're rich or something, then like every day would feel like your birthday. I wish every stream felt like this stream. You know, this was like the perfect stream. Thank you. Perfect, lots of questions, lots of chat. Decent, yeah. Plus, you know, it's perfect. It's exactly what I'm looking for right there out of a stream. Except for it was a sausage party. You know, we don't need a sausage party I'll take one every once in a while, you know. Got to party with the boys. I just don't, it doesn't have to be a sausage party every single time. But everything else about it was great. So thank you so much. It was awesome. Alex, thanks for joining me today. Yoke, Grabs Us Beg, Tyrion, Sean, Dallas, sorry. We got Tyrion, we got Yoke, we got Grabza, we got Alex, we got Yoke, Crow, Funky Town, Texas, Pro Survivor. Danny was here today. Flo was here today. Lots of different people, too. It was a perfect stream. Classic was here today. Funky Town Jets, Yoke, Tyrion, Chad, the Clip Baum, Brian, Walker, Mark, Nugent. Happy birthday, Mark! Let's eat some Chinese tonight, brother. Welsh, Mr. Alien was here today. Yandy was here. Grabs was first. Mark was second. Yandy was third. Top fans, are you ready? Chad the Clip Bomb with the 575 is number 1. Mark Nugent with the 425 is number 2. Tyrion Shark with the 400 is number 3. That was YouTube's top fans. Alright. You lost your job, oh no. Alright, we'll see ya. I didn't promise to reveal it. I said, this is how you could figure it out. This is how you could... I would type it in the chat if certain thing happened, and it didn't happen. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. But you guys are awesome. I love you. Thank you for being here with me today. Perfect stream. Thank you. Sausage party, but...